it goes both ways. This isn't like, oh my God, look what's being said about Kamala. It goes both ways. They're both saying it. And like you said, it's already heated up and gotten nasty. And like you said earlier, it's only going to get nastier. That's politics. It is what it is. And it definitely goes both ways.
I don't know that it's going both ways to have the childless cat lady comment or a DEI hire. Who's calling you think that Vice President Kamala Harris is calling JD Vance a DEI hire, Dana? Come on.
That's UFC CEO Dana White shutting down a smug CNN reporter by pointing out the hypocrisy of her and her political handlers. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and once again, Democrats and establishment media are clutching their pearls at attacks on Kamala Harris after years of calling every single Republican candidate stupid, authoritarian, bigoted monsters.
I have nothing against her whatsoever, and like I said, I'm not political, but do I think that she is fit for the job? I do not, personally.
But it's not necessarily about the policy. It's the approach to attacking one. I mean, I know that you are very well versed in what it's like to have a matchup, and people are going to go at each other for the sake of the sport and entertainment. But when it comes to attacks, particularly, I mean, there was that quote from JD Vance, who is his running mate, talking about childless cat ladies. I mean, these are not things that are in line with enveloping perhaps women into the fold, which is something you have always stood for, you say, in your sport. Why shouldn't that be the same in politics?
Yeah, well, listen, politics are the most disgusting, nasty. It's atrocious what is said in politics, and the things that are being said on one side are being said on the other side too, about Trump and about his choice for vice president.
This is the entire issue with Democrats. They've turned politics into some sort of spectator sport based on popularity, and they want us to play by their rules. You see this sort of stuff with people like Bill Maher and Jon Stewart when they complain about how Republicans are not being inclusive enough or catering to them to win votes. They're so committed to this notion of openness and inclusivity that the idea of any boundaries established by a conviction is foreign and repugnant to them.
But either way, she's going to say other nasty stuff about both of them. It goes both ways. And as voters, what we need to do is cut through all the BS, and you have to look at who do you think is best fit to run the country for the next 4 years. That is our job as voters. All of this stuff is a bunch of nasty BS, all of it. Who's best fit to run the country? You as a voter, that's what you need to decide. Not, oh my God, he said this, and oh my God, she said that. There's going to be a lot of that over the next several months. And especially the media. Cut through all the BS that the media on both sides. You guys are really bad. Fox is bad. Everybody's bad. Cut through the BS and vote for who you think is the most fit to run the country. That's our job as voters.
Well, look. I don't wear pearls. I don't pretend to clutch them and pretend that I'm shocked by every nasty insult that is waged against another person. But I think your point, though, about the American people wanting to know who's best for the country, this is the issue. When people are focusing not on policy positions, but personal attacks that have nothing to do with what voters want to hear about, that detracts from the experience of voters making a decision, and that's the problem. And I'm going to just know when you say you guys are terrible, you clearly don't mean Laura Coates. But Dana...
there's a willful ignorance that the left is playing with these kinds of attacks. Despite what she says, that CNN reporter is clutching her pearls and parroting the narrative that attacks on competence are bigoted. Despite the fact that Democrats openly brag about their commitment to DEI and hiring people on the basis of race, sex, and other victim categories. Saying someone is a DEI hire isn't attacking them on any of those criteria. It's attacking the backwards system used to hire them that circumvents meritocracy and treats them like an interchangeable widget. If they're upset with the implications of that, they need to take it up with the people who implemented it, because it's their system that's objectifying and dehumanizing these people, not ours. But let me know what you think. Which side makes more personal attacks on the other? Democrats or Republicans? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!